Hello friends, in this video we will discuss about division of polynomials by the long division method. So by this video you will be able to understand how to find the quotient and the remainder when the polynomials f of x is divided by g of x. So f of x means like this and g of x. So a polynomial is divided by another polynomial. So we will take these three examples and understand how we use long division method for dividing two polynomials. So before that, let's learn some basics about polynomial division. We know polynomial consists of variables and constants. So whenever we are dividing any polynomial by another polynomial, variables will be divided by variables, constants will be divided by constants. So let's see some basic rules while dividing. So when we go for variables, suppose we have a variable x to the power of 3 and we are dividing it by x to the power of 2. So here we will be using the exponent laws. Here x to the power of 3 by x to the power of 2 will get x to the power of 3 minus 2, that is x to the power of 1. So that means if we divide x cubed by x squared, we will get x. Suppose x to the power of 5 is there and we are dividing by x to the power of 2. So we will get x to the power of 5 minus 2, that is x to the power of 3. So this is the quotient law in exponents. So the same rules we will use it here. So this is like, it can be, suppose x into how much, we will get x to the power of 4. So what we can put here, now since x means x to the power of 1. So here we are using the product law. So x to the power of 1 into how much we will do, so that the power of x becomes 4 now. So here already 1 is there. So 1 plus 3 will get 4. So here we will put x to the power of 3, that is x to the power of 4 now. So x to the power of 1 into x to the power of 3 will get x to the power of 4. So these two things are very much important while doing the polynomial division. Next, now as discussed, constant will divide by constant. So suppose we have a constant 6, we are dividing by 3, we will get 2. That is obvious. In some cases there will be a fraction divided by a whole number also. Like suppose we have 7 divided by, suppose we have 7 by 2 divided by 3. In this case what we will do, so 7 by 2 by 3, so 3 can be written as 3 by 1. So in this one there is a shortcut, this 2, the denominator will be multiplied down. So we will get now, so 2 will be multiplied with 3, so we get 7 by 6. This is the rule you have to follow. This is like 7 by 2 divided by 3. So 7 by 2 multiplied by reciprocal of 3 is 1 by 3. So we will get 7 by 6. So instead of doing all this, just bring this denominator down. So we can get a question like 7 by 2 by 3 also. So here in the case also remember, here again the denominator will be shifted up. Here the denominator shifted down, here the denominator will be shifted up. So this becomes now 7 into 3 by 2. So that is 21 by 2. So this one you have to remember. So how to solve when a fraction is given in a fraction. So when a fraction is divided by a whole number or a whole number is divided by a fraction, we can use this short rules. Now similarly, we will get a situation like in the variables. Suppose x to the power 2, that is x squared, is multiplied with x plus 1. So in this case, what we do, x squared into x plus 1. So x squared into x becomes x to the power of 3. X squared into x, that is x to the power of 3, plus x squared into 1 becomes x squared. So you have to remember this x squared, when is multiplied to the total polynomial, it has to be multiplied everything whatever is present inside. So this one we have to remember while we are doing the division. One more concept that will be needed while doing polynomial division is the subtraction of polynomials. So what here we have to do, suppose we are having two polynomials 3x squared minus 7x plus 5, and we want to subtract 2x squared plus 5x minus 3. So here this one will be written in the column method. So plus 5, so 2x squared plus 5x minus 3. Now I want to subtract these two. So this polynomial will be subtracted from this polynomial. So here what you have to do, whenever you are subtracting, remember whenever you are subtracting, all the sign will be changed because we are multiplying this negative sign. So minus of 2, so this is minus 2, minus of plus becomes minus, minus of minus becomes plus. So now we will use these signs. That one we have obtained after multiplying this sign. So now we have 3x squared minus 2x squared, and here we have minus 7x minus 5x. Similarly plus 5 plus 3. So these sign we will consider. So 3 minus 2 will get 1, so 1x squared, minus 7 minus 5. So here there is a role of integers now. So minus 7 and minus 5 we get minus 12x. Again plus 5 plus 3 will get 8. So this is the way we do the subtraction of polynomials. So this will be very much used while doing the division. So let's consider the first example. 2x to the power of 4 plus x cubed minus 14x squared minus 19x minus 6 is to be divided by 2x plus 1. So this is the dividend and this is the divisor. So first you have to check whether they are in the decreasing order of the power or not. So we can see here x to the power of 4, then it is 3, then it is 2, then it is 1, and there is no power, that is x to the power of 0. It's a constant. So you have to first check this order. If it is not there, you have to arrange it in the decreasing order of the power, that is from big to small. So let's start here now. So here first thing you have to see is the first term of both the polynomials. See the first terms, here we have 2x and here we have 2 into x to the power of 4. That means you have to see now 2x into how much you will do, so that we will get 2x to the power of 4. It is like 2 into how much you will do, so that we will get 6. So 2 into 3 is 6, or else 6 divided by 2 if I do, we'll get this 3. So this is the missing thing we need. So here what we can do, either we can check 2x into how much is 2x to the power of 4, or if we'll divide also we'll get that answer. So let's see, 2x to the power of 4 divided by 2x. So how much we get? 2 gets cancelled. X to the power of 4 by x to the power of 1. X means x to the power of 1. So x to the power of 4 by x to the power of 1 becomes x to the power of 3. That means if I multiply with x to the power of 3, I will get this. So 2x into x to the power of 3. We can see here 2x into x to the power of 3 gives us 2 into x to the power of 4. So we can see, so we will write here 2 into x to the power of 4. But the divisor has another term. That means whatever I am multiplying, I have to multiply with the other term also, whatever is present in the divisor. That's the most important thing to remember. So we should not miss out this. So plus 1 into x cubed becomes plus x cubed. So multiplication part is done. Next, now subtraction. So as in subtraction of polynomials you have seen, so whatever the signs are present here, we'll just change it. So 2 becomes here minus 2 and plus x cubed becomes minus x cubed. So we have changed the sign. Next is subtraction. So 2x to the power of 4 minus 2x to the power of 4 gets cancelled. So we have now x to the power of 3 minus x to the power of 3. This is also gets cancelled. So whatever is left out, minus 14x squared, minus 19x and minus 6. Now let's proceed the same way again. See the first terms only. So 2x and minus 14x squared. You have to just match the first term. So 2 into how much will be? Minus 14. So 2 into minus 7 is minus 14. 2 7s are 14. Minus is there. So 2 into minus 7 gives you minus 14. Next thing is the variable part. X into how much will give you x squared. So x into x is x squared. So we have minus 14x squared. So that means 2x into minus 7x will give you minus 14x squared. This one you can get it like, suppose I divide minus 14x squared by 2x. How much you get? 2 ones are 2 sevens are, x and x squared gets cancelled, so we'll get minus 7x. The same thing we get here. So either we can do about multiplication or do the reverse way like division. So here we get, now we have to multiply with this term also. So as it is in the divisor, so plus 1 into minus 7x. So plus 1 into minus 7 becomes minus 7. X we have, so we will put x. Now multiplication part is done. We have to do the subtraction. So minus 14 becomes plus and minus 7x becomes plus 7x. So minus 14x squared plus 14x squared gets cancelled. Minus 19 plus 7. So minus 19 plus 7. Opposite sign, subtraction, put the bigger sign. So we have minus 12x. So we have to be good in integers, then only it will be easy, or else we will face difficulties. So next thing is minus 6 is minus 6 as it is, as we have no constant to subtract, so we will just bring it down. The next thing, the last step is here, 2x is there, minus 12x is there. So x into 1 is x, that is okay. So 2 into how much will be minus 12. So we can write here 2 6 are 12 and we have minus, so we will put minus 6. So 2x into minus 6. We can check it also here. Just divide minus 12x by 2x. So x gets cancelled, 2 ones are 2 6 are, we get minus 6. So here you have got minus 6. So 2x into minus 6 gives you minus 12x, and plus 1 into minus 6 will give you minus 6. Now we can see here, just we will change the sign as we are subtracting. So minus 12x plus 12x gets cancelled, minus 6 plus 6 gets cancelled, so we get remainder as 0. So here the quotient is x to the power of 3 minus 7x minus 6, and the remainder is 0. So moving on to the second example. So we have here x to the power of 3 minus 6x squared plus 14x minus 3 divided by 1 minus 2x. So this is the dividend, x cubed minus 6x squared plus 14x minus 3. So it is in the decreasing order of the powers. So first 3, then 2, there is nothing, so it is 1, and we have no x terms, so that is a constant, so it is correct. But the problem here is the divisor, we can see here we have 1 minus 2x. So first we are having a constant, that is without x, and then we are having x. So we have to arrange it first. So 1 minus 2x, we can write it as minus 2x plus 1. So 1 minus 2x is same as minus 2x plus 1. So we will put here minus 2x plus 1. Then only we will start the division. So this is the most important thing, it should be in the decreasing order. So here we have minus 2x and here we have x to the power of 3. Now here you have to see minus 2x into how much will give you x to the power of 3. So we can do in the reverse, just we will divide. So x to the power of 3 divided by minus 2x, how much will get? Now x to the power of 3 by x gives you x to the power of 2. Now here there we have nothing, so we have 1. So 1 by minus 2, that is 1 by 2, and we have minus. That means minus x squared by 2. We can write it as minus x squared by 2. You can see here that is minus half x squared. So minus half x squared can be written as minus x squared by 2. So here we will put minus x squared by 2. That means if we multiply minus 2x with minus x squared by 2, we will get x to the power of 3. So we will just put it here, that is x to the power of 3. Next we have to multiply this one also. So 1 into minus x squared by 2 becomes minus x squared by 2, or else you can write as minus half x squared. We will subtract, this becomes minus and this becomes plus. So x cubed and x cubed get cancelled. The next step is, here we have minus 6 and here we have plus 1 by 2. So first you have to solve this. That means it involves now fractions. So here we have minus 6 plus 1 by 2. You have to solve this. So we get here minus 6 can be written as minus 6 by 1. The LCM is 2. So 1 2s are 2. So 6 2s are 12. So we have minus 12. 2 1s are 2. 2 ones are 2. So 1 into 1 is 1. So we get minus 12 plus 1 minus 11 by 2. So here we get minus 11 by 2 x squared. This is the important thing you have to remember while solving these types of questions. It will be involving rational numbers also. Next, we have 14x and minus 3. Now again same thing, minus 2x into how much will give you minus 11 by 2 x squared. So here again we will divide and see it. So suppose we take the reverse. So we can write here minus 11 by 2 x squared by minus 2x. So x squared by x, we can get x. Now minus 11 by 2 by 2. Minus and minus gets cancelled. So as you have discussed earlier, 11 by 2 by 2. So this 2 comes down. That means we get 11 by 4. Or else you can write 11 by 2 by 2 means into 1 by 2. Reciprocal. 2 by 1 reciprocal is 1 by 2. So we'll get 11 by 4. So how much you have to multiply? We have to multiply 11 by 4 and this x. So we get plus 11 by 4 x. So you can see here, so that means when you multiply these two, we'll get minus 11 by 2 x squared. Next time we have to multiply these two, so we get plus 11 by 4 x. Now we'll subtract, minus becomes plus, plus becomes minus. Now these two gets cancelled. Now here we have 14 and minus 11 by 4. So 14 minus 11 by 4. So we can find out the LCM, or we can do it easily, like 14 fours are 56, 56 minus 11, like this we can do it. It is like 14 by 1, so the LCM is 4, then we will use the cross multiplication. 14 fours are 56 minus 11 ones are 11. So 56 minus 11, we get 45. So we will get 45 by 4. That means if I multiply, if we subtract these two, we will get 45 by 4x. Now the next step, here we have minus 2, here we have 45 by 4. How to get it? So again the same thing, we will divide. So we will divide 45 by 4x by this minus 2x. So x and x gets cancelled. Same thing, 45 by 4 by 2. So we will get 45 by 4 comes down, that becomes 8. And minus we have, so it is minus 45 by 8. That means you have to multiply minus 45 by 8. So minus 2 into minus 45 by 8 will get 45 by 4. X is there, so x. Next thing, 1 into minus 45 by 8. So 1 into minus 45 by 8, minus 45 by 8. Now the last step, subtraction. This is plus, minus becomes plus, plus becomes minus. So these two gets cancelled. Remember, always the first term will get cancelled. So next thing is minus 3 plus 45 by 8. So minus 3 plus 45 by 8. The same thing, take out the LCM. Here it is 1. So just cross multiply. So minus 3 into 8 minus 24 plus 45 into 1, 45. So we get, so we have minus 24 plus 45. So just subtract it. So we get 21 by 8. So here the remainder is 21 by 8. So the quotient is minus x squared by 2 plus 11x by 4 minus 45 by 8, and the remainder is 21 by 8. So let's see another example. We have 9x cubed minus 3x squared plus x minus 5 is divided by x minus 2 by 3. So this is the dividend and this is the divisor. So the same way we will start with the first terms. Now we have x here and we have 9x to the power of 3. So we will see. So 9x to the power of 3 by x. So we get 9 x to the power of 3 by x, we get x to the power of 2. So that becomes now 9x squared. That means x into 9x squared will give you 9x to the power of 3. Next step, we have to multiply this one also. So minus 2 by 3 into 9x squared we have to do. So minus 2 by 3 into 9x squared. So 3 is 9. So we get a minus 6x squared. So here we will put minus 6x squared by, so this becomes minus and this becomes plus. Now we can subtract. So 9x cubed minus 9x cubed gets cancelled. So minus 3 plus 6. So minus 3 plus 6 we get plus 3x squared. Then we will bring x and 5 down. Next again we have x here and we have 3x squared. So x into how much is 3x squared? So we can put here x into x is x squared. So we have nothing here. So 1 into 3 we have 3x squared. Same thing again. So 3x into minus 2 by 3 you have to do. So minus 2 by 3 into 3x. 3 gets cancelled. We have minus 2x. So here we will get minus 2x. So multiplication part is done. Now subtraction. So this becomes minus and minus becomes plus. So we can cancel these two. Plus x plus 2x we get 3x minus 5. So the last step, x into how much is 3x? So x into 3 will be 3x. As there is no sign, that is positive, that's why it is positive 3. So minus 2 by 3 into 3. So minus 2 by 3 into 3, 3 gets cancelled, we have minus 2. Then we can subtract. So plus becomes minus and minus becomes plus. So we get minus 5 plus 2, we have minus 3. So the quotient is 9x squared plus 3x plus 3 and the remainder is minus 3. So in this way we divide polynomials. Thank you and keep exploring.